here we are. Okay, everybody, it's record time with Chris, episode 28. And got two chunks today. The first one is I want to tell you about this thing we're doing called the Prog Off. And the other one is we're going to bring back, remember the old, we used to do What's in Chris's Mail about a year ago when all the record store day, Black Friday stuff was coming in? Well, we're going to be doing some of that too. Doesn't that sound good? So what's this Prog Off all about? Well, you probably saw the hashtag there, right? If you go to Twitter and search for that hashtag, you'll see what we're doing. You'll see our posts and people responding to us and blah, 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 blah. Or you can just go to the @BullMooseVinyl account. And essentially what we've got is a giant list of, it's like a bracketed competition between about 220 or so albums to figure out which is the greatest prog rock album of all time. And the reason it was necessary to have like more than 200 titles is because I wanted a really broad look at prog rock, not just your Yes and ELP and King Crimson, but also the bands that were like a step down from them in popularity, like Gentle Giant and Renaissance. But I also wanted just classic rock bands that kind of stray into prog territory, like Rush and Pink Floyd. And then, of course, we wanted like some of the Italian albums. And then we needed to get the neo-prog, right, like Marillion, and maybe like Porcupine Tree. And then you have to go over into prog metal and some of the bands that are, like Tool, who are Queensryche, who are really, prog, but there's other stuff going on in there too, Coheed and Cambria. And then also some of the newer artists that people ought to be aware of if they're into progressive rock, like Steven Wilson's solo albums or Tesseract. So let's start with some prog news, though. So there's a David Gilmour just released a couple weeks ago, Live at Pompeii, which is going to remind us of the Pink Floyd film Live at Pompeii. This is a live album, and there are a bunch of different versions. I have the double CD here, and it's it's one of these ones where the CD's held in by like a foam rubber piece, one on each side, and nice booklet with pictures from the show. It's great, and if you've heard David Gilmour's, he seems to release a live album every couple of years, and they're all really good, and this just fits in with that. His guitar sounds great, his voice is still in decent shape, he does the Floyd classics, and he does stuff from his last few solo albums, Rattle That Lock and what have you. On an Island, I think, is on there. Yeah, that's on disc 2. And I wish he'd play something from either of his 70s albums, because those are really good, but no, he doesn't. A very exciting progressive rock release that came out also recently is Gentle Giant 3-piece suite. And if you look at this, you can see that the pictures are supposed to remind you of their first 3 albums. So the multi-tracks for a lot of that stuff is missing. So when it was time to do this, for Steven Wilson to do the stereo and 5.1 surround sound remixes of those 3 albums, they had to pick and choose. So what they've ended up with is actually a really nice sampling of stuff from those first few albums. And they also got a new to us studio recording from pre-Gentle Giant, but it's the Gentle Giant lineup. So they haven't. It's a really interesting transitional piece. You can hear where they're going, but you can also hear the sort of progressive pop, flower powery thing that Simon Dupree and the Big Sound, the Shulman Brothers band, had done before. Anyway, and in the remix, you hear a lot more of Derek's yelling and whooping and stuff that reminds you that, yeah, they they were like a blue-eyed soul band too. Now, this is awesome, and that's really all I've got to say about it. The band's great, and it's a really good remix. And there's, I think they're instrumental versions of those, and then also flat transfers of the complete masters of those 3 albums. And let's take a look at this. I don't know if you remember, this is about 15 years old. We used to make these holiday flyers, and for some reason, we asked Gentle Giant. Oh, that was when the Gentle Giant 35th anniversary remasters came out, and so we asked them for like a Christmas picture of themselves, and they sent us this. What we've got there is there's one of the brothers who's not even in the band. That's Phil in the back, who was on the first few albums, and Derek sent us that through other people. I don't have his email address or anything like that. I think I met him in a bathroom once, though, but I was afraid to say anything, so I didn't meet him in a bathroom. Anyway, let's just open that mail, shall we? Let's open that mail. So we're going to do the old what's in Chris's mail thing. All right. Now, right here, this box is from Tompkins Square, and it's probably the record store they Black Friday record they got. Really nice. Here. Oh, yeah. Think it is. Yeah, so here, right there, this is a really nice Sonny Clark Trio album. Oh, good. You don't have to take the shrink wrap off. This is hard to do. Let's put it up here. All right. So, Sonny Clark Trio got a really nice gatefold. Here's the back cover. And I've heard some of the stuff off of this. It's fantastic. If you are into early 60s jazz, this is one you're going to want to be looking for. I believe the quantities are relatively small, closer to 1,000. So if you see it and think you're going to, don't wait on that one. All right, let's see what else we have. This is from Varese Sarabande, and I don't know, I'm guessing it's record store day stuff, but it feels a little too thick, because I think they have 3 releases, so maybe there's some other cool stuff in here. Never know. All right. Oh, this is a one sheet. This is a thing that they usually send out to just to let stores know what's going on. Signed, well, I think it's a real signature of the A&R guy. Yep. So here, Record Store Day Black Friday. Tangerine Dream, Electronic Meditation. This is one of their early albums. It's from like 1970. So you can see the sort of, I guess it's supposed to remind us of the Patch Bay. And let's open it up. All right. It has the, the Record Store Day label on the shrink wrap. Let's open it up. Oh, cool. Looks cool. And I forget if there's colored vinyl. Black vinyl. Black vinyl. Another thing we want to mention. Oh, here we are. You can even see right here. Here's another Record Store Day Black Friday piece. This is the Forbidden Zone soundtrack. And it's the first soundtrack that Danny Elfman did. And you'll see it says Oingo Boingo here, right? That was his band, but underneath the sticker it actually says the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, which was their old name, the name they had for this first album. And so this is going to be, oh, hey, feels like there's yep, great. Here we are. Tells us all about what's going on. Lyrics, looks like a synopsis of the album, of the movie. And this, oh yeah. What do we have here? Okay. I'll just bring it right up. Mr. Spock's Music from Outer Space. Oh, look at that smile, huh? When you like somebody to smile at you like that. Leonard Nimoy. So, this hasn't been, none of these have been available in a really long time. I'm not sure if all of them have been issued on CD. Probably a couple, at least a couple of them haven't. I'll look that up by the time I do the big video. And so this is fantastic. Look, they even have the old Dot Records logo there. I wonder if they put that on the, I knew it. Yep, see, that's very much their kind of thing. If they can copy the original logo or give you something to remind you of it, they always do that. Just that extra detail that Sarabande is into. So these are, if you haven't heard this Leonard Nimoy stuff, there's always a poem or two with, but a lot of times it's just kind of, like what's the good one on here? I mean, you're gonna, it's got a song called Alien, and then there's Lost in the Stars, and Where No Man Has Gone Before, A Visit to a Sad Planet. There's a bunch of stuff like that, but he does a really nice version of Where Is Love, which is, from the musical Oliver, except that, obviously he doesn't sing it up here like Oliver. He has like a deep voice. It's pretty cool. And there's another record in here, which is just a general, all right, there we go. I think this is just a normal holiday release. Gene Autry, A Melody Ranch Christmas, white vinyl it says here. Oh, rare Christmas songs from his Melody Ranch radio show. Oh, okay. So this is stuff that they have. Oh, this is really cool. Well, I'll have to read the liner notes on the back, but oh yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. If you are into kind of the Christmas holiday classic stuff. Let's get into this box, shall we? Whoops, missed. Okay, what's in here? It's a big box, nicely packed. Oh, all right, here we are. Looks like it's been double packed. What do we have? Okay. Unless it's a whole case. Nope. All right, yeah, this is record store day stuff. So here we are. A soul piece called Sonny and the Sunlighters. Here we are. This is one of those things. Definitely hasn't been in print since forever ago. Very cool. Starts off with the James Brown cover. For that, here is another album by the same band. We'll get into that. We'll get into this. This is cool. Let's just open it up. So neither of these, I'm pretty sure that neither of these have been released on CD, and it's possible even the vinyl's been out of print since the 60s. I think that's the story here. And it's Black Vinyl. Couldn't remember. Here we go. So Prodigy, HNIC. Now, it's worth mentioning that the Prodigy 12-inch that another company was going to put out, that got canceled. They weren't able to get them made in time. But anyway, this is his classic album, and it's a no, it's not a gatefold. It's a, let's see here. Well, first I'll show you the back. There we are. Nice back cover, and I will just slit it open here. I can't remember. Here we are. Okay, yeah, black vinyl. But you do have this, this is one of those, the black part here, the strip, is one of those, paper things that wraps around, so you can take that off if you don't want to have the cover obscured. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Here we have, all right, Latrix, and this DJ Shadow. This is an early DJ. It was in this. It's on this album, and I think it's like 20 years old. Let us see if so. Pretty influential early hip hop album. I don't think that's working too well. Oh yeah, look at this. So, okay, nice gatefold. But if you look Is it half upside down? No, it's all right side up. And let's take a look and see. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's sides 3 and 4 are a bluish color. I think it might actually look better on this camera. There, that shows it the color a little better, doesn't it? I'll show you what's on 1 and 2. Okay, red, just red vinyl. Oh, but there's a little bit of white in there. And of interest is there's a 45 in here, 7-inch. And this stuff, I think, has not been released before. Definitely wouldn't be part if it's ever reissued. Those won't be on it. More hip hop, more hip hop. So you know that Jay Dilla's mom keeps authorizing releases of things. So what we've got here are Jay Dilla's Delights. These are the Delights. These are like cameos of his daughters, actually. They're both colored. Volume 1's green. That's Volume 2 is purple. They look the same, but they're actually, it's different beats on there. And in fact, here, let me show you the track listings. See that they're just kind of numbered in order. It would have been interesting to find out what he would have been able to do with it. Okay. Here is Timothy McNeely, A Funky Movement, and obviously a funk record. I think this guy's from Texas. I think he's from Texas, and oh, right, okay, so this is from Now Again, and you know how they often have a booklet inside, which I'm having trouble getting to. Okay, never mind. Anyway, they always do a nice booklet. I'll show that to you in the big videos. And I get these down the bottom of this box here. Okay. All right. Disco Devil, which is a 12-inch dub. It's I can't. I'm totally blanking on who it is, and it be like forgetting. Oh yeah, Lee Scratch Perry. There we are. Okay, red vinyl. Now there's also, here we go, Insane Clown Posse. I'm just going to take this off. The Great Milenko, and there's a green cover version. There's also like I think it's a red cover version. It's not gatefold, just two records in the sleeve, and there are I think 4 songs on the vinyl. Here's the green vinyl, transparent green. I think there are 4 songs on there that aren't on anything else. Okay, let's bring up here a couple CDs. So also, so Sonny and the Sunlighters, one of those is going to be available on CD, and we also have the Texas Soul record on CD. Now, I do have one more box, and gently here, as you can see, there's the logo. It's from Run Out Groove. So this is probably not record store day stuff. I hope it's the, really hope it's the Morphine album, because I am really excited for that one. Super well packed. It is. Yes, I recognize them on the back. Awesome. Okay, so hopefully you pre-ordered these from the, your local store or directly from the label, because they press to order. They take pre-orders for a month, and then about 3 months later, we get however many it is we've ordered. So, Morphine live at the Warfield, 1997. And I'm just gonna open it up. Show you just take a look at this, just because. There we are. Love that sound, don't you? The record cracking open. Here we are. This is really challenging to do. Here we go. Yeah, there's Sandman right there. So this is awesome. I'm just like, let's move this. Okay, here's some of their other stuff is in here. Yep, these are, let's see, things that, ask around, you probably get. The Dream Syndicate. Again, this was another really nice big gatefold record. And this is like seriously rocking and awesome. I always thought they were, I guess I didn't really get them until I heard this. Secret Machines. This is one of those records that didn't sell super duper well when it came out, but has a huge cult following. And I hope you didn't miss this one, because I think it's sold out already. But again, check with your local stores, because sometimes, they'll order. We always order a couple extras. Here's the Funhouse Sessions. This is stuff, there was a box set of sessions from Funhouse, and these are tracks from that. Never been on vinyl before. So yeah. So like I was saying, you might want to check in with your local store, just because maybe they thought to order a couple extra copies, or somebody didn't pick theirs up, or what have you. But keep your eye on what Run Out Groove is up to, because every release so far has been really cool. So let's wrap it up, huh? So check out the Prog Off on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, you can still go and search for pound the hashtag sign Prog Off, PROGOFF, and that'll bring up all the posts, and you can just kind of see what's going on. You actually have to be you have to have a Twitter account to actually vote. And some of those posts, you'll see a link to bullmoose.com. That's where we have all the brackets laid out, and you can see what the different matchups are. What we got going right now is like it's really a qualifying round. So it's 4 against each other. So just to give an example of what we're looking at is, let's see. So one of the later ones is going to be Coheed and Cambria in Keeping Secrets against Justin Hayward and John Lodge. That's Blue Jays. Drama by Yes, and Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. So already that's going to be, some of these are really hard. Like, how do you choose between these albums? Which should go on? And whichever of those wins is going to go up against either a Genesis album, a Peter Gabriel solo, or there's a Zappa album in there too. So it's really interesting, really, really interesting. So check it out. I'm enjoying watching everybody play along and vote and see what the results are. So hey, until next time, I hope you listen to something awesome. Bye-bye.